This evening seems peaceful to Jungkook. Laying in Taehyung's arms was always a dream to him. And right now he is living his dream. As the time tickles down, stretching the time longer, Jungkook feels its existence really low. He wants more time, maybe an eternal one would be a bit satisfying for him. But the moment his phone rang continuously and he felt a sudden soft shake on his body, the peace flew away. He groaned slightly as annoyance crept in his heart, but his mafia husband thought the groan was due to a handache. Jungkook sits on the bed with a pout playing in his lips. Taehyung seems tense about everything. He holds his baby husband's hand and suddenly the touch is too soft. Too soft, unlike the usual Taehyung. Jungkook glanced over at the man who was sitting with a frown. A smile made its own way watching the frown in his husband's face. The frown displaying Taehyung's worries, and what can be better than this? Both look at each other. Their eyes were on each other's eyes. The moment Jungkook's doe eyes fall on those dark brown siren eyes, his entire body is frozen. His heart is beating loudly. His mind was blank. So many hidden emotions of Taehyung he can see. He can see every emotion which is hidden layer after layer. Pain, hurt, longing, betrayal, deep ache, neglected, agony, all those heavy emotions choke Jungkook's throat hardly. His body shivers at the intense strong emotional flood. Taehyung broke eye contact and looked at the other side. The Raven Mafia glanced at the clock. It's almost 8:30, too late to attend a family dinner. He again glanced at Jungkook. His deep voice rang inside the house, but that echoed in Amber's mind. I will inform Jeon about your health. You should rest now. I am bringing your dinner here. Taehyung spoke in his deep voice. Although those words were too normal, for Jungkook they were more than anything. His hands tremble while he touches his stomach. Guilt washed over his heart and mind. His chest burns thinking about his child and himself. He would never let his child feel the same. He looks up and his eyes follow Taehyung's back as he leaves the room. Jungkook bites his lower lip hard. His guilt twisting his chest tighter with every second. He lowers his hand from his stomach and clutches the blanket. Tears peeked out from his eyes, but he tried harder to surface the feeling. After a few minutes Jungkook heard footsteps. Those heavy footsteps belong to his husband. Knowing Taehyung is close to the room, he forces his tears and tries harder to subside all the thought. Taehyung walked inside holding a plate full of food. The food smells really good. He looked up and forced a smile at Taehyung. Taehyung placed the tray in front of Jungkook, who smiled slowly. Eat something. Bogum already informed your family about your health. No need to think about it. Taehyung said and retreated his body. He stepped out of the room and came to the balcony. Jungkook looked at his husband with sadness. But Taehyung returned with a dry towel and sat in front of Jungkook. He placed the towel in Jungkook's clothes and tugged it. Jungkook's doe eyes following his husband's every action. Taehyung tugged it properly and dipped the spoon in the soup. Slowly, Taehyung lifts the spoon and blows gently on it before bringing it near Jungkook's lips. Jungkook opens his mouth as Taehyung feeds him the soup. He swallows, but the lump in his throat makes it almost painful. His hands clutch Taehyung's wrist suddenly, stopping him. Taehyung glanced at his hand and then again at his baby husband. You should also eat something. You didn't have anything after the snacks. Jungkook said, diverting his own mind. His mind is screaming a lot of things and all are intensifying his insecurities. He knows only thinking about Taehyung's well-being will be an escape for him. Taehyung was just looking at Jungkook without any emotions. The care Jungkook is showing is too much for him. He knows Jungkook cares and this is his misery. The man who walks inside his life with an accidental surrogacy now turning his world upside down. Taehyung slowly frees himself and places the spoon back into the bowl. You don't need to worry about me. I'll eat later. Taehyung's tone is flat. He adjusts the towel around Jungkook's shoulders. Jungkook notices it, his heart aching at the distance his husband always tries to maintain. He bites his lips while looking down at his hand. But if you don't eat now, I'll feel sad. Jungkook whispered slowly. His tongue trembled while talking. Taehyung's eyes darken for a moment. He doesn't say anything but takes another spoonful of soup. Instead of feeding Jungkook, he eats it himself, his gaze never leaving Jungkook's face. He gulped down the soup, only then he took his gaze away from Amber. The simple action may be normal. Well, it's a normal act, but Jungkook found himself in heaven. Taehyung didn't say anything and dipped the spoon again and brought them to Jungkook's lips. Jungkook opens his mouth and gulps down the soup with a sweet smile. Taehyung said nothing this whole time, just feeding Jungkook and eating himself. He looks at Jungkook's lips where rice and soup are attached. He forwarded his hand and wiped Jungkook's lips. Jungkook's white milky skin is now scarlet. Eventually his neck and nape turned crimson watching Taehyung lick his thumbs so casually. On the other hand, Taehyung knows nothing about Jungkook's state. He collected those dirty dishes and walked away from there. Jungkook looked at him and smiled innocently. But the phone ring broke his entire bubble. In OTP. Jungkook. Hello Hung. How are you? Oh, what's on the menu for dinner? You know I am missing my favorite food. Jimin. Why didn't you come then? Don't tell me that heartless B at DT at registered D didn't let you come to this dinner. Jungkook. Mr. Jimin, you are cursing my husband. Don't do this, otherwise I won't hesitate to do something to you also. Jimin. Unbelievable, kooky. You are threatening your brother for a man like him. Jungkook. What do you mean by man like you? What do you mean? He is the best man. Admit it or not, but don't you dare to say something against my hubby. Come on Hyungi, tell me what's on the menu for today's dinner. Jimin. Why didn't you come today? Wait, you did something. Tell me the truth. Jungkook. I wasn't in the mood. I know you guys will say rubbish about my marriage and my man, so I didn't have the heart to go there. My husband's respect should be the one which is my concern. Isn't it Hyungi? Jimin. Eoma wanted to talk. Jungkook. That's why I didn't go there. You know, a little bit of a burn on my hand and the plan was cancelled easily. Also I won't hurt myself further, but trust me I will hurt those who try to take away him from my embrace. Jimin. When you become this much crazy, kooky. Where is my kooky? My cute little bun. Jungkook. I am right here, Hung. But the main thing is you guys aren't understanding the meaning of my words. You guys shouldn't do those despicable things. I am hanging up. My hubby will be in the room soon. Bye, take care and also control your tongue. Jungkook hung up the phone and threw it on the bed softly. He can't throw away his precious phone. If after Taehyung he loves someone, then it's his phone. He stood on his foot and glanced at his body. His entire body has only a towel while another towel tugged around the towel he is wearing. He bites his lips with a shy smile. He takes his clothes and wears them. I can't let anyone snatch my hubby from me. He whispered slowly as if the wall would hear his words or the air would pass them to Taehyung. Just after wearing trousers he came back to the bed and laid on it while Taehyung walked inside with his most famous cold face. He disappeared in the next moment to the bathroom. Jungkook hugged the pillow tightly as he can imagine water sliding down from the raven's body. He imagined his finger on this honey tan skin. His hands on the muscular body of his man. Taehyung stepped out from the bathroom. His damp hair falling over his forehead, a towel around his neck. Jungkook's eyes lingered on his handsome husband shamelessly. Warmth spreads in his cheeks along his neck. He was checking out the male shamelessly without any fear of getting caught. Taehyung walked towards the large mirror placed by his bookshelf and buttoned up his shirt. Jungkook's eyes follow each step of his man. The way Taehyung's slender fingers dance on the fabric, he can't control his mind. He imagined those fingers on his body. Especially on his neck, gripping it desperately while he is out of breath due to the choking effect. The chain of unholy thought broke brutally due to the sudden ring of Taehyung's phone. Taehyung left the towel on his shoulder, forgetting his wet hair, and picked the phone. Jungkook takes a slow step towards his man and picks the towel from his shoulder. Taehyung glanced at his husband, who has a cute pout on his lips. Taehyung said nothing and started talking about business, which is foreign to Jungkook. Jungkook starts to wipe out the water from Taehyung's hair. He was using only one hand as his other hand was injured. You continue, hubby. I will dry your hair. You will catch a cold. You know, hubby, you look cute with long hair. Jungkook keeps blabbering in his babyish voice while concentrating on his work. Done. You should take care of yourself. Taehyung said nothing, just kept his gaze on Jungkook for a long time. Without a word he stood up and took the towel and later kept it in the basket. After coming back he witnessed his baby husband already laying down on the left side. He didn't say anything and lay on the right side. Hubby, you were talking about business on the call. Jungkook asked, not to break the comfort between them. He wants this moment with Taehyung. He wants Taehyung in this moment again and again. Taehyung's answer brought a pout on Jungkook's lips. Jungkook looked at the other side with a pout in his lips. Taehyung should at least use a word instead of a This is so boring for me. Actually, I like to talk about some important matters. Jungkook said with a serious expression. Taehyung turned to Jungkook and witnessed Amber's serious expression, Raven's stoic expression turn a bit softer. The softness which is impossible for others to witness. What is it? Taehyung asked without even knowing himself. Just after asking the question there is a brief silence. Taehyung was having his usual expression, but Jungkook was looking shocked. He smiles brightly more than sunshine and answers his hubby. Like banana milk. You know, hubby, banana milk is really important. It makes me happy, keeps me alive. If one day the world ends, I'll still search for banana milk first. It's so tasty and you know I first fell in love with him. He is my first ever boyfriend. You can say I am already married to banana milk. Jungkook said with a wide smile while Taehyung just looked at the ceiling. But from the right side his hand clutching the bedsheet is someone taking away something precious from him. And Iron Man. He's the most important in the whole Avengers, hubby. Without him the others are nothing. He's smart, brave, and he sacrificed everything in the end. You know Iron Man makes the movie feel real, like someone is holding everything together. Other characters were okay for me but my love did the most beautiful work. Jungkook turned to Taehyung's side with a wide smile. While Taehyung moves his head towards his baby husband who is talking about milkshake and fictional movie characters as if they were the most important topic to be discussed. You don't know Iron Man? Jungkook asked with a pout while Taehyung just left a sigh. I don't watch movies. Raven's sharp sentences make Jungkook's pout wider. He looked at the man laying beside him like a stone without any kind of emotion. The only difference is he talks and walks. I got a great match you know. Iron Man is just like you, hubby. You're like my Iron Man. Strong, serious, always thinking about business, but you never say much. Even Iron Man made jokes sometimes, but you only say him. What kind of answer is this? You should answer properly, also make jokes. Jungkook pouted more while Taehyung kept his gaze fixed on the baby's face. Feeling the stare, Amber pulled the blanket and covered his head. You are really a child, Taehyung said while looking at the ceiling for a few seconds before closing his eyes. Jungkook pushed the blanket away and looked at Taehyung. No, I am a big boy and now I am going to be a mama. Jungkook depends on himself and turns to the left side, showing Taehyung his back. Taehyung didn't say anything nor did Jungkook. Both slept with some indescribable warmth between them. The university canteen is bustling with chit-chat and laughing. Jungkook was sitting on the corner waiting for his friends when someone approached him. Witnessing the person, a wide smile appeared on Jungkook's face. Bogum Taehyung, how are you? And what are you doing here? Did you come here for me? Did hubby send you? Did hubby eat his lunch? Did you eat your lunch? Is hubby too busy? Jungkook kept asking without any pause. He stopped when Bogum kept his hand on Amber's head, patting slowly and affectionately. Keep quiet, little brother-in-law. I am fine. I came here to deliver banana milk to you. Obviously I came here for you. Yes, your hubby sent me. Your hubby is in an outdoor meeting in a restaurant, he will eat there. I already had my lunch. He is kinda busy but not much. Now happy? Bogum answered each question and smiled at Jungkook who just smiled shyly. Bogum took a seat in front of Jungkook and passed the drink towards him. Jungkook took the bottle and sipped the milkshake. As soon as he takes a sip, a wide smile spreads in Amber's face. The strawberries make the banana milk tastier. And his craving for strawberries also subsided for now. Bogum passed a strawberry cake to Jungkook who smiled widely and started eating it. Jungkookie, Bogum's serious voice rang inside Jungkook's ear. He looks at Bogum with his doe eyes. Your friend Soyeon. Do you have her number? Jungkook gives a sheepish smile to Bogum which looks way too cute than it should be. Bogum smiles and the next moment he starts thinking something deep. Jungkook glanced at Bogum and his facial expressions saying something is wrong. A sudden fear erupted in his mind. What if Bogum knows something? But the next moment those thoughts drifted away as Bogum looked at him and smiled. The smile didn't reach his eyes. So Yeon will be here hung. Jungkook said. Bogum didn't pay attention, just took his stuff and left from there. Jungkook bites his lips hard while looking at the disappearing figure. No, don't think stupid. How can he find out something? Everything was done so perfectly. No one will know about anything without my friend. No one will know. Sweat beads cling to his face while he was shaking desperately. What if? Words along with sentences keep running inside his mind. What if Taehyung found out about his deeds? What if Taehyung chose someone in front of his eyes? What if Taehyung hates him after knowing his truth? What if Taehyung looks at me one day and his eyes change and shows disgust? What if all of this breaks? What if I'm the reason everything breaks? What if Taehyung divorced me and married someone? Everything made his mind messed up. Tears made their own way. He was on the verge of collapse but someone hugged him, steadying his trembling body. His breath became heavy. He buried his face in the boy's chest just to try to soothe his aching heart. Cookie, my baby, take a deep breath. Come on, Bun, you can do it. Jimin whispers sweet nothing to Jungkook's ear, who becomes normal after a minute. Hyungi, what if he finds out and hates me? No, I can't let that happen. Jungkook said while shaking. Jimin tightens the hug and caresses his hair tenderly. Now you are thinking about this, Kookie. I said this to you for a long time. Why didn't you listen that time? Jimin's painful voice hurt Jungkook, but his love for his husband is more important than anything. You said forget him. Forget him, Hung. How can I forget him when I love him the most? Jungkook's lips wobble and a sob leaves from his mouth as he continues. He is not bad. He is really good. He is really a good person. Until now he never shouted at me. He takes care of me. Jungkook's sob always makes Jimin weak. He tenderly kissed Jungkook's head and sat beside him. He picked the chopsticks and started feeding his baby brother, who needs to be pampered now. Jimin kept his gaze fixed on Jungkook. He doesn't know how to stop this. How to prevent the pain which will engulf his baby brother. Did you do this purposely? Jimin said, looking at bandaged hand. His heart clenched at the sight. Jungkook being hurt is the worst dream for him. Hubby said Eoma wanted to talk about the contract. Eoma will definitely talk about the contract and force us to sign it. Also, Appa would have insulted my baby and hubby. Jungkook said while hiccuping slightly. Jimin pecks his head and caresses his back. You could have told us about it. At least me. I would have handled the matter. Why did you hurt yourself this much? Jimin's voice was painful all the time. He always wanted the best for his baby brother. Warning Jungkook again and again was the first try of it. The whole world knows how Taehyung despises the marital bond. How he always insults people who approach him for that. He himself saw a few scenes while investigating Taehyung. He knows Taehyung is someone who would never allow himself to be bound with a family. And it would hurt his brother to the core. It would break Jungkook the way where there wouldn't be an option for healing. The time didn't stay much. The classes ended and everyone was heading out from the university. Jungkook was a bit quieter than usual. He walks absent-mindedly and bumped into something. His eyes shut down, hand automatically placed in his lower abdomen waiting for welcoming the pain, but all he felt was a strong hand wrapped around his petite waist. Jungkook opened his eyes, feeling the secure grip in his body. Opening those doe eyes, he witnessed the man who made his mind a mess. Who plays with his negative emotions without even doing anything. All the negative thoughts died in his mind. Hubby, you are here. Jungkook beamed with happiness as he witnessed Taehyung just in front of him. You should have called me. You know there are many perverted girls and boys. I called you but you didn't pick up. Also, let's go to Jeon mansion. We are invited there. Taehyung informed with a straight face while fear crept in Jungkook's chest. He wanted to say no, but anyhow this day will come. How much can he delay everything? He has to face everything at the end of the day. Okay. Jungkook's voice was barely audible. His tone is clearly saying something is wrong. Very wrong. Taehyung picked up the backpack from Jungkook's hand. Amber looks at his husband with his doe eyes. Let's go. Taehyung didn't say much without the necessary words. He started walking away, followed by Jungkook. Both reached the car and headed off towards Jeon mansion. Jeon mansion is looking lively today. Taekook enters inside the house, witnessing children running here and there. A bunch of ladies talking and laughing at a corner while a bunch of men were sitting on the living room couch. Jimin also came back just now and witnessed everything. He knows this is for waking Jungkook. His mother wants nothing but to show Jungkook how a lovable marriage works. Gritted his teeth, he walked inside and